Okay, and make sure it's working. Goes to a 60. So I am going to, and if you get one of these, you will have your own diagrams. You will have the manual, okay? That points to the exact things that you need to be measuring. So, I just put my hand on here, like I said. I drew my hand, I put the points on there, and I have something written out here that explains what each point does. So I'm going to do, you want to always use spring water, not distilled, and you want your hands to be wet, or damp, not soaking wet, just damp, certainly not dry. And when I'm testing myself, I have to hold it in my hand with the wand in the same hand, okay, if I'm testing myself. If you're testing someone else, you would give them this, and they have to hold that, and you can hold this in whatever hands you want. Okay, circulation, let's just go through it. So the circulation is on the middle finger, this finger here. I already know where my points are, so let's just see what we've got here. You always want to hold it for at least 5 seconds. Okay, so it is staying in that 50 to 56 range, so I'm good there. I've got between 54 and 56. Let's go to the next one. Really, you don't really want to be high, like 58 to 60. You really want to be like in a 50, 55 range. When it gets to be below 40 and over 60, that's when you're like, oh boy, we have an issue, right? So, as long as it's right in this range here, we're good. Let's go to the nervous system. That is on my pointer finger, on the inside of my pointer finger. Let's just make sure this is all connected. Whoops, it slipped off. So my nervous system, leave it there for about 10 seconds. Yeah, so we're good. It's kind of the same. So what is that testing? That's testing the sympathetic, parasympathetic activity. It's your nervous system. And if I had a really low reading, that point often moves right up into the 50-60 zone after someone puts their hands in here. So my readings are good. I want to try and find a low reading. That's why we want to test so many of them. The next test is going to be the heart. So that is on the pinky finger, on the inside of the pinky finger. All these points are located just above the knuckles. All of the points are just above the knuckles, except for the heart. It's below the knuckle. You'll see that. If you have this, you'll have the charts. Okay, so this. Okay, let's check the heart. The bone, where are we at? Oh. So, look, that's interesting. Oh. So it's like 66 dropping. Okay, so did you see that was interesting? So that was like a 66 and it was a fast indicator drop. So you noticed it was around the 66. That means my heart is going, it's too fast, it's stressed. And that it quickly went down into like 52. What we're looking for here, and this is why we hold it for 10 seconds, that fast, so if it goes high and then that fast indicator drop in the values, pay attention to that. Because, and it's interesting because I have a heart murmur. I have a little tiny hole in my heart. So it's interesting that, so that is one that I'll be looking at. And when you find something that's overstressed or on the lower stagnant, there's different points. Like what we're testing is called the control measure points. But there's different points all along that meridian line that I can test further to say, well, what part of the heart is being stressed. This has given me a general overview of that whole meridian and the organ pathway. It's a general, like your heart is not where it should be. The values, they're either too stressed, too low. We're going to look at the heart. But then you can go and you can touch all the different meridians and work on that, right? So we're just getting that, baseline. Okay? I love that that's accurate. So your heart, what this will do, it improves your blood flow. There's going to be, you're going to have less thickening or viscosity of the blood flow. Okay, since we want our blood to be flowing like water, not like honey. Okay, so lymphatic drainage. So this is on the thumb side, and let's see. We're going to do here. You can test, there's a point on the thumb or the foot. I'm going to do the thumb, and this responds very quickly to, if you put your hands in here, your lymph. You're going to have reduced stagnation if there is stagnation. So let's see what we got. Okay. So it's between a 54, 56. That's good. 54, 56. This is good. Good. Lymph. Let's go to the pituitary pineal. So the Besa Institute uses this because the quantum fields affect your brainwave regulation. So the equivalent pituitary pineal gland that I can use, it's called a cervical ganglion nerve signal. So that's on the hand. Oh, let me see. So that is on the 4th. Yeah, so it's on the 4th finger, your ring finger. So there's a point up here, and then there's one right at the bottom. Follows the line down. Right here, so your TW3 point. So let's check that on the hand. Okay. So it is called the pituitary pineal, and it's right on the bone. And I've got a pretty good reading. It did go up to 60. So it should be a little, that is a little high. So that is 60 there. We do want to normalize that down a little bit. Let's check the other one. The nerve signals. The one that I just did was TW3. And what we're doing now is the cervical ganglion nerve signals, okay? So it's close autonomic nervous system point and pituitary regulation effect. So that is right here. Let's just see where this is. It's kind of the same. And look at that, it goes to the same value. The exact same value. It didn't matter if I was here or up here, I'm getting a 60 on both. Okay. So let's go to the next one. It's the large intestine. This is your toxic load. It's located on your pointer finger, your large intestine, right here. And this point will react immediately to if there's any changes going on when you put your hands into a quantum field. This point tends to change immediately. So this is your toxic load for your large intestine. So it's on your pointer finger. Okay, so let's just check this. Oh, mine immediately went to 60. Oh, look, 60, 62. So it's kind of staying 60, 62. So dropped a little to 60, but still that's a little excessive. So that's my large intestine toxicity. The toxic load in my body. We're going to do one more, and that's my immune reactivity. That's in the middle finger, and that's for, let me see, it's the middle finger and it's allergies. It's the allergy point. Your sensitivities, your immune system reacting to something. Ooh, look at that. So mine went right up to 68. So, a quantum coherence often reduces an overactive immune response. So, what was that again? Let's do that again. Yeah, look at that. So that went right up. So that's like at the 66, 66, 68. Okay, this is where and then there's one, I'm not going to do it because it's to do with the skin and scars, but it's on the foot. Okay, so we're not going to do that. So right now, I took the test, I have it written down, and I'm going to put my hands, both of my hands, inside the infinity block, okay, for 5 minutes. I'm just going to sit here, no talking, no moving. I'm going to let the field do its work, okay, and I'm going to come back in 5 minutes. Okay, so I just finished. I just put my hands inside the infinity block for 5 minutes. So let's turn this back on and do some testing. Okay. Let's go back. Okay, so my circulation was good. I don't really need to do the circulation. It was 54 to 56. I should be doing it anyway. Okay, where was, circulation. Where's my circulation? This one? Let's just see. It's 56 to 54. 56 to 54. I didn't really look like when I went to 62 and dropped, because that's when because when you do this, like, you'll have a fast indicator drop, right? So you have to know like when to do it right. Number 2, I didn't even write the value down. I think it was 54 to 56. That was my nervous system. Let's do the heart. That's the one that was fast. Let's do the heart. So this is right here. Okay, let's see what we got here. That's didn't change yet. That's 66. So the heart didn't change for me yet. So that was I'm gonna have to look at that. Oops, I hope that was still recording. So I'm still going to have to look at that because that one really didn't change. So I'm going to have to try other things because I know it's reactive. And maybe I have to stay in this longer or do other things to stabilize that heart point. Number 5 was the pituitary and the pineal. It was around 60. So let's check that. So that was, we checked, so that was right here. Oops. Yeah, so that didn't change in 5 minutes either. So that kind of, and let's check my large intestine. So 5 minutes isn't enough to change for this test. So this is the large intestine toxicity. It was a 62 to 60. Here's my large intestine right here. Let's test that again. Still the same value. Actually, it went up a little bit. It's going up. Oh my goodness, this isn't good. And what was the last one? My allergy and my immune. Middle finger. Allergies. What's this? That's 6. That is staying the same. All of my, they all stay the same. So, I wonder if I need 10 minutes in that. Interesting. I'm going to have to do more testing on this. More than 5 minutes. A